Hey guys, Bowie here, and this is things I've learned with EG.Arteezy's Slark in 7.14. As most of you know, this hero got a small set of buffs, mainly in HP regen, but in this game I attribute Arteezy's win to one simple decision, just changing lanes. That decision is slightly obvious when you're playing a greedy carry like Slark and the enemy has Luna. It's quite the normal approach to invert the lanes and aggro try the Slark, so Arthur slowly changes lanes as his supports scout the area, not revealing anyone. You're going to see how this small play that definitely happened thanks to his supports being proactive changes the game completely. It all seems small at the time. You know, this is Rubik mid. They actually get a pretty good block, which means that they'll have kill potential on Venomancer, and as Venomancer types, Arteezy pounces to his face, setting up a super easy kill. A lot of this is due to his supports, great positioning by the Nyx and early scouting, but note that now that the Luna TP here to help the Venomancer, the Canadian man can just finish the wave and TP bottom, and I mean, at this point, he kinda secured his laning phase. Note that Arteezy is more than aware that Luna has no TP, and where they stand, it's super tough for anyone to help Venomancer, so he makes sure to go on him, but without drawing aggro from the range creep, keeping the lane still. In fact, he keeps on committing pounce, and while he misses since he was high as fuck, notice how beautifully he plays here. He expected the Venomancer to run away, so that's why he misses, but since he's ahead of him, he attacks once and then keeps on moving on the direction he expects Venomancer to go, completely taking him out of the lane while the equilibrium is still intact. Until finally, Stan King gets level 2, easily guaranteeing the pounce, and that's another kill. In a game like this, where he clearly got control of the lane, I'm a huge fan of Archer's decision to go first item Glows of Haste. First of all, Venomancer's base damage is the worst joke after me not being invited to any minors the entire season. Kappa. I'm actually joking, guys. I'm gonna be grinding a lot of casts in the next month, so if you're interested, be sure to follow me on Twitch to watch it. But anyways, which means that he doesn't need a Quelling Blade. Also, considering he has Skyref in lane, he will always be faster than Venomancer, which means the Glows of Haste gives him more kill potential out of any item in the side shop right now. It also allows him to deny aggressively fast, fixing the Slide pushing the lane. You can see it again, Venomancer goes back to the lane since he has nowhere to go, but with Sky's low, it's almost impossible for Pounce to miss, and thanks to the Gloves of Haste, he has more damage output during Pounce. The lane does push after that, but since Venomancer just committed the TP, this is more than fine. The beautiful Stan King pulls afterwards to fix the lane, and that effectively gives Arthur free farm, since for Venomancer right now, it's super hard for him to leech experience. And look how this late and beautiful ward not only protects Arturito from rotations, it also allows him to be aggressive versus the Venomancer at nighttime. Slark already has huge night vision, and that ward helps him even more. As he watches the Venomancer clearly pulling or jungling, he immediately starts attacking the wave aggressively, commits the Dark Pact just so that he doesn't miss any CS. As he finishes the stack, I really like what Arteezy does. Instead of going back to the lane, he goes through the ramp. He knows that Venomancer is on the other side, so if there are enemies coming or a ward there, he'll scout it, but at the same time, he's regening, and he can try to pincer around the Venomancer, because he'll be sure if there's a ward scouting him or not. There's no ward, but what happens actually is that with his night vision, he scouts Luna TPing, which is an even bigger kill. Killing the carry at this point in the game without TP is huge, and you can see how he even waits here. Not only to regen fully, but to see whether Rubik TP there or not. After all, his bounce is on cooldown right now, and he could take a lot of damage if he gets telekinesis. They didn't TP, and by simply buying treads in the side shop, tread switching to wind as he closes the gap. Dark Pacting, anticipating the Gale, and waiting for Nyx to land a stun to pounce, and then tread switching to agility to deal more damage, he gets a kill. So yeah, slightly complicated, perfectly executed, that's just Arturito Dota, guys. Afterwards, we see another awesome Slark play that actually tilts Venomancer completely. He's still level 5, so Arthur can play like a crazy boy, and note how he uses Shadow Dance to close the gap with Ink Treads, by the way, to then pounce, finishing Venomancer off, ultimately forcing a rage buyback, and that's the beauty of Slark. You do shit like that, but you're full HP in seconds. In fact, he hides here to do it and just keeps on pushing that lane aggressively. Doing it now not only gives him the bounty runes that will spawn soon, but he has Shadow Dance ready again, which means he can deal with TP rotations. Note how he gets the bounty rune with Strength Treads to deal with any eventual damage from Tiny. and that's rinse and repeat. I really like how he keeps on using Shadow Dance to be sure he's hiding, making sure that there's no knowledge from Dire that he's there, to try to keep on killing the Venomancer. He goes jungle though, giving Arteezy a free tier 1 tower. Shadow Blade is on its way, and look how swift he moves. Instead of risking giving Venomancer reaction time when he shows up on true sight range, he disregards the Shadow Blade attack completely because of the level discrepancy between him and the offlaner, and just shits on the Venomancer once more. After that, Io becomes casualty of war, and pay attention how Arteezy understands the nighttime vision perfectly. He waits for the lane to push and understands that no one has vision of him here, so he waits for the Shadow Blade not hidden where he was, since he'll have more duration to work with. Obviously, Tread switches before going, and that's also a free kill on the Luna. This was obviously a stomp, mainly because of his decision to go aggro, and it shows. The fact that he kept on pushing the small advantages that he got without ever dying was also definitely a plus, and this hero is broken, guys. I'm going to regret making a video like this because it will spike its popularity back up, since he got more buffs and all the items he goes for were not nerfed. He's clearly strong by comparison right now, and it shows. Well guys, I know this video is pretty short, but I couldn't find another Arteezy Slark replay. I'm pretty sure he recently traveled to GESC Thailand, so that's probably what happened. That being said, if you liked the video, please guys, make sure to like, make sure to give feedback, or there's no way for me to know whether this was meaningful for you guys or not. If you want to know what's happening with my life, follow me on Twitter. If you're interested in some crispy casts or me playing Dota, follow me on Twitch. I'm actually casting today, but this video is probably gonna be uploaded after that, so I'm sorry. But make sure to follow me there so you can know when I'm playing. If you want some spoilers of what's going on in my life, what's the next video, follow me on Instagram. If you wanna talk with people that really care about Dota and you're a crispy boy, the Discord channel is the place to go. And this video is sponsored by Pvgna. They have a huge library of videos, and I'm pretty sure if you take your time and watch some videos, you're gonna grind them super fast. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.